morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, I am back with news that makes me extremely happy. There is a Pikachu promo coming for the Taipei Pokemon Center, which is opening very soon. And look, I told you the other day there was going to be a Taipei Pokemon Center, and I showed you the logo, which had Dragonite on, which is awesome. I showed you the key art, which has Dragonite on, which is awesome. I showed you some mock-ups of what it was going to look like, including this aisle of plushies and this TCG section. And I was delighted. I told you I'm not going to be going to Taipei for the opening. I do sometimes think, what would be the deal if I was single and didn't have kids and I was doing this full time? Would I do dumb stuff like go to Taipei for the opening of the Pokemon Center? And I can't say that I wouldn't. Luckily, that's a moot point. And I told you that I thought there was going to be a promo card, but I also told you that it was not guaranteed that there would be a promo. Some people were assuming there would be a promo, and as I told you the other day, the most recent Pokemon Center that opened was over in Okinawa, and there was some merch for the Okinawa Pokemon Center, but there was not a promo card. Didn't exist. Didn't happen. Wasn't a thing. Whereas the one that opened before that in November 2020 in Kanazawa did have a promo card. So it was one of those, there could be, there could not be. I predicted there would be. I actually have the Kanazawa promo thanks to the lovely Antoine Boulet. I predicted that there would be, but it was one of those where we didn't actually know one way or the other. It was partly wishful thinking on my part, if I'm completely honest with you, but it doesn't matter, because there is a promo, and I am delighted. And now I need to figure out how to get this. By the way, if you do see this and you find a place to buy it online, no matter what country you're based in or what country you find it, do remember I've got that partnership with shippin.com. Use the promo code PTCGRadio15. It may well be that this card is easier to find on Mercari in Japan or some Chinese websites. Use Shippin, use my code, and then hopefully we can all get this promo and it will be lovely. And yes, if I can find a Chinese site to buy this, I will tweet it out on Twitter at the Wassy, and I will remind you of Shippin. But anyway, what does this card actually do? I can't read traditional Chinese. Remember, this is Taiwan, so it's traditional Chinese rather than simplified Chinese that they use on mainland China. But I have used Google Translate, so not guaranteeing the accuracy of this, but it seems to make sense. And to be fair, we've got some kanji there, so I can hopefully make sense of some of it. The second attack's honestly kind of boring. Flip 3 coins, 30 damage for each heads. It's free energy on a 60 HP basic. You're not going to do that. You can do up to 90 damage, but 90 for free energy is not that good, honestly. And that's only a 1 in 8 chance of flipping 3 heads. Let's ignore that. What I adore is that the first attack is apparently called New Opening, which of course, very convenient given it's an opening of a Pokemon Center. And I believe it's something along the lines of both players reveal the top card of their deck. And I can see the kanji for hand in there, so it might be that both players reveal the top card of their deck and then put it into their hand. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. It's kind of like a draw one, but you show it to your opponent first. And I kind of love that, specifically for this promo. I think that's kind of adorable, honestly. And I love it, and this makes me very, very happy. So, how do you get it? Well, you go to Taipei. You go to Taipei from Friday, the 8th of December. And every time you make a purchase, you can get a bonus card. You get a discount card by using a particular membership card. And then you go there and there's various gift counters, and then you get the promo card. You turn up in person and get it. As far as I am aware, I'm not seeing anything for online sales. Now, if they open up an online shop where you can get it, well, that's going to make things a lot easier. And I will share that with you, and we can all use shipping, and it will be lovely. As it stands at the moment, I'm not seeing any information about that. So it seems like you have to actually go to Taipei. And as previously mentioned, I have a wife and like 3 kids, and it's Christmas in a few weeks. And going to Taipei right now seems like an irresponsible dad move, put it that way. So maybe I'm not going to be able to do that. One way or another, I would very much like to get over there and get this. This is amazing. I adore this. And, you know, it's got a very Taiwan flavor with your lanterns and all of that. It's got the logo for the Pokemon Center Taipei with your aforementioned Dragonite as well. And here's the thing. Do not expect this card to get translated. Do not expect an English version of this, but actually, don't expect a Japanese version of this card either. This is a card to celebrate the opening of the Pokemon Center in Taipei. That Kanazawa promo I showed you to celebrate the opening of the Pokemon Center Kanazawa, you know, that never got released anywhere else. That was just for that Pokemon Center. That was a card released for the opening of that Pokemon Center. That was it. And it never got released anywhere else, nor should it have, incidentally, because it wouldn't have made any sense. Don't expect an English version of this card, and don't expect a Japanese version. And that is weird. I had a chat with some of my lovely Pokemon-loving friends, and the lovely Stephen Kent reminded me of this one. There was this promo which was made available in Korea, Indonesia, and Thailand, but never got a Japanese release. As far as I am aware, and as always, please do correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong about this, as far as I am aware, this is the only time we've had a promo card released in Asia which never got a Japanese print. Well, this is going to be the second one. I feel extremely confident this card will only ever be printed in traditional Chinese and will only be available here. Yeah, this is going to be the one you want to get your hands on. This is going to be an awkward one, but seriously, this one's going to be cool. And for what it's worth, the Kanazawa Pikachu's not actually that expensive. It's fairly cheap as far as things go. It's a card which, you know, I mean, it's an awkward because a lot of them are sold graded. But it regularly sells for like $25 or less. Here are 3 very recent sales for $25, $25, and $16.50 because that one was bid. This is like a $25 card. It's really quite cheap. But there is a huge difference in Kanazawa Pikachu and Taipei Pikachu, and that is lots of people make an effort to go and get these cards from Japan. And it is generally much easier and cheaper to go and get these cards from Japan than it is to go and pick up these Chinese language promos. So I think this one could be kind of awkward, and I'm warning you now. Or it could be super easy. I don't know. I can't see the future. But this is one that I have very much got my eye on, and I think this one could get awkward. But seriously, I'm going to try and get this. And if I find an easy way to get it, I promise you I will share that way to get it. Now, there's one other piece of news I want to share with you guys, which is actually really annoying because I kind of know some stuff and I don't know enough stuff, and that's really annoying. But there is a magazine over in Japan that we don't talk about very much that I absolutely adore. It might be my favorite magazine, and that is Pokemon Fan. It's not a monthly magazine. It's like every 3 months. I think it's every 3 months. The new issue literally came out like a day or 2 ago. And this is what the cover looks like. And you'll notice that it's got lots of Pokemon stuff. And actually, it comes with a Mega Kyogre Mesostar tag. And I'm obsessed with Pokemon Mesostar. I played so much in Japan when I was over there for Worlds. One of the main reasons I want to go back is just to play more Mesostar. So that alone is going to make me buy this magazine. I'm going to buy this one for the Mesostar tag. But it's actually done by CoroCoro, who make the magazine and the comic, which we have talked about, who have done promos in the past. Like the Graphii, which actually hasn't come out here yet. That was in CoroCoro comic. And the Latios, which has just come out in the most recent issue of CoroCoro. Again, these are things we've talked about. We've not talked about Pokemon Fan before, this magazine, and the reason is they've never had a promo card. Weirdly, there has never been a promo, a Pokemon TCG promo in Pokemon Fan. It's never happened. Well, the most recent issue's just come out, like I showed you. And in the most recent issue, they told us, don't worry, peeps, we're changing it. there is going to be a promo in next month's issue, except it's not actually next month's issue, because like I've told you, it's not a monthly thing here. So this is the issue that comes out on the 29th of February, which is actually kind of cool, because remember, 29th of February is Leap Day. We don't usually get the 29th of February, we only get it every 4 years, and this year there's a reason to be very excited about it. So like I say, every 3 months. But in that issue, which is coming out in 3 months' time, you are going to be getting a promo card, a deck case, and a start book. That's what those three things say. Number 1 is promo card, number 2 is deck case, and number 3 is start book. That's literally what it reads as. Shout out to Poker-Kachan over on Twitter for sharing this picture. So yeah, for somebody like me who likes importing this magazine, because what it is, it's actually really cool. It's kind of like an archive of Pokemon every 3 months. It releases, I bought a bunch, I've not bought them all, I need to buy more. But basically it comes out every 3 months and it's, here's a section on what's happened in the TCG lately. Here's a section on what's happened in Metastar. Here's all the merch that's come out. Here's what's happening in the anime. It's this cool magazine that every 3 months just catches you up on everything that's happening in Pokemon, which is honestly kind of awesome. One of my favorite magazines. It's brilliant. Next time, the one coming out in February is going to be awkward, I'm warning you now. Because Korokoro magazine is generally not that hard to get hold of, unless it's got a promo in, and the magazine which has got the Latias in, now I have actually ordered this one, I could not find it for the cover price. Just wasn't available for the cover price, and it's only gone up since then. And this happens every single time we have a Korokoro magazine with a Pokemon promo. It's going to happen again with Pokemon Fan. You have been warned. But we are getting a promo, whatever it might be. We have literally no idea. And we got this Taipei Pikachu. And I'm very excited, as you might be able to tell, about both of these things. But now it's over to you guys. Tell me how excited you are. Tell me if this Taipei Pikachu is one you're going to be hunting down. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And of course, get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Dojo, who's been a supporter of ours for a little while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.